Single women aren't doing that, because if they were, they wouldn't be single.
Just because I just felt like I was just giving, and I didn't think that I was getting anything, but that's also like my nature.
I beat myself up because I'm like, well, why? Am I expecting it to be reciprocal because they're not me?
Yeah, nah, these heifers be lying. The way you can dictate future, actions is past performance. If you telling me off the gate that I gotta give you the utmost title for you to be an awesome person, then you're lying.
I would look at like, okay, how is this woman? Is she nurturing? Oh, wow, she thought about me. Oh, wow, she made my plate. I look at these qualities as like, okay, this is somebody that I either want to take it further or I don't. I mean, so I just don't understand. I get a sense of when a woman says like, or when people say like, if I'm doing all these things, then what's the incentive to be married? But I look at it like, okay, well, if you like, what's that? Oh, if you like the person that you're around and with, you like the time, you guys have this foundation, like you have same shared goals, and I don't see why that would be an issue.
Can I?
Yeah, pass. Go ahead,
I think it's dumb. I think that, and I hate when this comes up, like what's this marriage level benefits? Because how can you truly vet someone for marriage if you never see them operate in like, operating qualities that would matter in a marriage? I don't say all that. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. That's just me though. Sorry.
I think these heifers be lying. Honestly. We're just gonna keep it a bean. These heifers be lying.
The only I'm sorry.
Yeah, these heifers be lying. The way you can dictate future, actions is past performance. If you telling me off the gate that I gotta give you the utmost title for you to be an awesome person, then you're lying. You don't have no intention on improving upon what you're showing me right now. Because if you're really in it to win, no one's half steps on business deals. If I offer you $1 million to get something active and going, you're not going to tell me, well, when you hit 10, then you'll see the fullness of my gifting. Shut up. You're lying. You don't have any intention on actually being an awesome woman. What you want is you want to secure yourself and have me tied to you for a lifetime of mediocre treatment. I'm sorry. If you ain't active when you in this spot, from the time I meet you, you're never going to make it to the graduation of this relationship. And that's cool. That's fine. Because I got longer, longevity to be out here a lot longer, just being awesome and being myself than you do. You the one that needs the relationship secured. I don't personally need that. And it's unfortunate that you got a lot of women who really do think that giving less gets more. If you want the greatness of that man, invest in that man. I don't understand why it's so hard to get. Every other woman that got a husband understands this. But these heifers, I'm not going to do this. Like taking your weeble wobble self into the kitchen to make a sandwich or bring me a plate is going to somehow, some way make you less of a woman. You're retarded, They're lying. I'll say it like
I'm appalled, True. I'm not used to hearing you speak like this. I'm appalled, Dr. Brian.
This real need to come out.
Man, this shit is easy. There's no such thing as a marriage level benefit for a man outside of fucking tax breaks and favor with the Lord. The only people who expect marriage level benefits up front are women because they're the only ones that can get them. Every woman on this panel has sucked a man's dick before she's made him a sandwich before. Every man on this panel has had their dick sucked by a girl who didn't have before she made him a sandwich. So because of that, like there's nothing about what a woman brings to a marriage that any of y'all can give us that we don't already get as a girlfriend, because a man would be stupid to not expect you guys to demonstrate yourself in the capacity of a wife before he took on the legal burden of giving you his last name. Like, if y'all can find somebody like that, I hope y'all lick that sucker for everything he got. But for the rest of us with common sense, that's the dumbest shit in the world for a man to do. However, women, y'all expect this shit from us. Y'all expect us to perform as a husband and then think it's okay again to not want to make us a sandwich, to think it's degrading for you to clean, to think it's degrading for us to have an opinion about what you wear or have a say about how you conduct yourself when you're outside in the world. So this whole idea of marriage level benefits, that's bullshit. Like USDA grade A certified Angus bullshit. Ain't nothing. There's no benefit that any of y'all can give to a man that he, one, hasn't got from somebody else, or that two, you haven't given to somebody else. Except for one of y'all probably gonna say your butthole because y'all ain't letting all niggas get all 3 holes. Outside of that, y'all not doing shit special for the nigga you marry anyway, because everybody else has already done everything to you before you got married.
All right, so got a couple questions here. So with that, right? So I think that there's a little bit of reasoning as to why women may be apprehensive as to everything that they give to a man based on some prior experiences, right? Because most women have ran into that guy that left the imprint, that didn't feel the same way about her that she felt about him. And ultimately, they may have regretted it. So strategically, in their mind, they think that maybe I should kind of throttle what it is that I'm doing, because the last person who I gave everything to right away just discarded me like I wasn't anything. So do you think that there is something to be said about that, where a woman could learn from her past experiences and not offering every single thing? And this is what they're taught, because if a man doesn't appreciate you, why should you give him everything? So maybe they feel like that they can earn some appreciation. So is there anything that should actually be left off the table at that point?
Combining finances should be left off the table. Like the idea that women think that by doing less they should deserve more, that is the stupidest shit in the world to me. Because one, the majority of these women aren't strategic at all. They're fucking selfish. A strategist looks at both sides of the board. They consider the opponent and then also themselves. They understand and predict all the possible outcomes. Women don't predict or even calculate shit that has to do with the man unless it's his birthday or Father's Day, and that's if they respect him. Outside of that, everything else is based on what makes them feel good, what'll get them what they want. Because again, if women were strategic, they would literally say, okay, well, I know what I want from a man. Now, what do I have to do to be what that man wants his woman to be so that man can give it to me? And again, not on the panel, but single women aren't doing that. Because if they were, they wouldn't be single. Like,
so ladies, I wanted to hear a lady's perspective on that. Has there ever been a particular time where you've met a man and you gave him your everything, right? You gave him all the wifely privileges and you regretted it?
I don't think that's the right question. You asked them why they regretted it.
Yeah.
Well, first we got to get to admit it. I think they'll expound upon it.
Yeah.
True, you know the answer why. You know what the answer is.
Don't all go at once.
Okay, so I mean, I have, like, I don't really like to take back any experience that I have because I think it's necessary. However, there was somebody that I poured into times 1,000, and I got very little. And so then when I pulled back, then he was like more forceful and was like, I'm sorry, I need you, things like that. But the question was true. Why did why did I regret it? Or, just because I just felt like I was just giving, and I didn't think that I was getting anything. But that's also like my nature, I think, just to pour a lot of love in a person. And not everybody can receive that in a way where it's almost like reciprocal. And I wasn't expecting to pay my bills and all that other stuff.
So then we have to ask you this as a follow-up. Has it affected the way you behaved in future relationships? So you gave the next man the same everything?
Yeah. Say that again? Yeah,
so you gave the next man the same thing?
Well, yeah, it was pretty recent.
The same opportunity?
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Pearl, same question.
Oh.
In case you could go ahead. Pearl might be getting ready still. Go ahead.
Oh, I just think that I'm kind of like Jay. I don't never, obviously I've had experiences, and me and Jay probably are very, very similar because I'm naturally giving. And so it's hard not to give. And if I do anything other than, it wouldn't be me. And so I've regretted it in a way where it wasn't reciprocal. And so, but then I beat myself up because I'm like, well, why am I expecting it to be reciprocal? Because they're not me. You know, everybody say, stop expecting other people to be you. And so I think that's why I regretted it. But moving forward, I've never faulted the next man ever. And I can say that confidently. I probably been more cautious with boundaries, but I never said I'm not because of True over here or, you know, Trev over here. I still give the way I want to give regardless.